So NetherRealm has dropped the Homelander trailer for Mortal Kombat 1, and while I was watching that trailer, I thought like, this looks so boring. Some people might look at that trailer and they be like, yeah, but he looks awesome. Yeah, look at the graphics, look at his moves. This is not what I'm talking about. I had this discussion in the last couple of months, so basically since the release of Mortal Kombat 1 with a lot of people, and I felt like maybe the best way to explain what my point is, just record a video and try to explain. Maybe it's also a language barrier. Yeah, I think my English is quite good, but at the same time it's not my first language, so I still sometimes struggle in discussions to explain stuff, to make my point. So yeah, this is the video now. I'm going to explain my thoughts, why I think Mortal Kombat 1, since its release, it's just a super boring to play video game, especially as a fighting game. To make that even more clear, I want to present some examples and comparisons to other games as well, mainly Killer Instinct, Tekken 8 and also Street Fighter 6, because those are the three big games that come to mind when I'm thinking about fighting games. There's also the anime fighting games. You have Dragon Ball FighterZ and also Guilty Gear Strive. With the help of these games, I want to explain why I think Mortal Kombat 1 does such a poor job and gets old so fast, and why I was so bored watching the Homelander trailer. I think the main issue with Mortal Kombat 1 lies in its very core game design, and that is way too shallow. When you play Mortal Kombat 1, the only thing that the game does is basically it lets you do combos, and that's it. Yeah, the focus is so much on combos, and Mortal Kombat always had this dial a combo system where you can literally just let a macro do the combo for you and it will always hit. What is there else to do? Yeah, now some people might say, yeah, but Judge, dude, this is every fighting game is just about doing your combo, and I think that's wrong. I think that's very wrong when you look at other examples, and I want to put on Tekken 8 now as my first prime example. So yes, when you go down, yeah, on the basic level, what is the gameplay of a fighting game? You want to delete your opponent's health bar before he deletes yours. How to do this? You hit them, and to deal more damage, more safe, more guaranteed damage, you do a combo. This is the basic level of a fighting game. The question is not what is the base of the fighting game. We all know what the base level of a fighting game is. The question is, what does the game has to offer on top of that? More layers of gameplay. An engaging gameplay means the player has to make choices. You have to make decisions, strategic decisions, because that is engaging, and it also turns into player expression. When you look at Tekken 8, you have the third dimension. It's obviously a different genre, but it's such a good example. The third dimension in Tekken 8, it adds another layer of strategic decision making. As the player, you don't just stand there and block the opponent's strings. What is happening in Mortal Kombat on the defensive side? You just sit there and block low, and that's it. The only decision you have to do as the defending player, you just have to block low, and then you wait for the opponent's overheads and adjust your block. This is usually what it takes to stay defensive in Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, you have flawless block, you also have up block, but all these are just little gimmicks. They're not really engaging, especially on a casual level. Yeah, casual players, they will not do perfect and flawless blocks consistently. So when you look at Tekken 8, you have much more defensive options when you're in a block string. Yeah, you have to block low or high as well, like in Mortal Kombat 1, like in any fighting game. But at the same time, you can turn your defense into something like, let's call it an offensive defense. Yeah, for example, you jab, and instead of blocking, you can jab someone and then do a sidestep to sidestep their jab when they jab you back. This is already more engaging because it adds another level. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Also the hitboxes and physics of the characters, yeah. When it comes to the combos, you cannot just do one combo and it always connects. And there are specific scenarios where, of course, also Mortal Kombat combos don't connect, but in Mortal Kombat 1's gameplay, it's always like players sitting in block strings and they doing their strings. First player 1, then player 2. It's going back and forth. But once the player hits their first combo, you just watch while the player is doing his combo stuff, and that's it. And then back to neutral, and then it's again just block, 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 do a combo, block, 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 do a combo, game done. When you watch pro gameplay of Mortal Kombat, it is not that much different than when you watch normal ranked gameplay or play yourself, because every player is just labbing the optimal combo, or one combo, a good combo, and then everyone is just doing that same combo. A good example of that would have been Raiden with Jax. Yeah, it's just the same stuff over and over again. That's why every game, every match in Mortal Kombat 1, it feels the same, and that's why it gets boring so fast. When you play Tekken, for example, when you play Tekken 8, player expression is so much higher because there's so much more. There are so much more options every player has. When it comes to juggling combos, sometimes you have to adapt, you have to do something different because of the wall, because of the stage, yeah, because of a player being off axis. Already there is a factor with the third dimension and with the combo system, which makes it so much more, let's call it, diverse. You can really see when a player is a good Tekken player by using the third dimension and also adapting to the situation on the fly to adjust the combo and the movement. And there's also another thing, yeah, movement. The movement in Mortal Kombat games in the last years, it was usually just a dash forward, dash backward, and that's it, yeah. In Tekken 8, you have, like I already said, the side steps, and you have also the very, very fluid movement. If you're doing back dashes or you dash forward, you can cancel a back dash into a side step. You can cancel any movement you do into a block. And in Mortal Kombat, it sometimes feels restrictive. It was very obvious in Mortal Kombat 11, where you do dashes. It felt very slow, and every time you do a dash, you were kind of stuck in that dash animation and you couldn't instantly block. Now they changed that in Mortal Kombat 1. In Mortal Kombat 1 you can do a forward dash and cancel the forward dash into anything, like an attack if you want, but it still doesn't feel as fluid as Tekken 8 does, okay? Now, people be like, yeah, but Judge, this is a 2D game and Tekken is a 3D game, it's totally different. But yeah, let me put 2D games as well as an example here. When you play Killer Instinct, for example, I feel that the movement in Killer Instinct feels way more responsive than Mortal Kombat movement does. And while 2D fighting games movement was always a little bit more restricted than 3D fighting games, Tekken 8 or Dead or Alive or something like that, 2D fighting games, they have to offer something different. Yeah, they offer something more, a different additional layers of gameplay and decision making to the player to make it more dynamic and to fuel player expression. With Killer Instinct, there is something I want to point out, and it's the combo breaker. Okay, the combo break system in Killer Instinct. Now people be like, yeah, but Judge, you have combo break in Mortal Kombat 1, but it is not engaging. You wait for your meter to be at maximum and then you just press one button and you automatically escape from the combo of the opponent. Now compare that to the combo breaker system in Killer Instinct. In Killer Instinct you have, like in Street Fighter, you have light attacks, medium attacks, and you have heavy attacks. Now when you are stuck in a combo, the attacking player has to decide to hit you in these combos with light, medium, or heavy attacks. Light attacks are fast. Medium attacks, they have a slower animation, and heavy attacks have the most slow animation. And if you want to do a combo breaker in Killer Instinct, it's not about your meter and just pressing a button. You, as the defending player, have to make the right decision if you do a light combo breaker, a medium combo breaker, or a heavy combo breaker. And you have to choose the right combo breaker for the right attack that's gonna hit you in the string. It adds another layer of skill to it, because if you're a good Killer Instinct player, you don't just guess one of these three. What good KI players actually do is they know if it's a light attack hitting them or a heavy attack, because the heavy attack is slower, right? And also you are not depending on a meter for your combo breaker. You can combo break every 5 seconds if you have the skill. Yeah, you can combo break every 2 seconds if you have the skill. And this adds another layer of player engagement to the game. The Killer Instinct gameplay, it's like one starts a combo, the defending player does a combo breaker, starts its own combo, another player does a combo breaker again. It's going back and forth, yeah? And in Mortal Kombat, it's just, you just sit there, oh shit, I got hit. And now you just watch until the opponent does his combo on you, and then it's back to neutral, you're doing nothing, it's not engaging, but this one time in the round where you have your meter, you press one button, and then you have the combo break. Nice. So instead of dying in 2 combos, you now die in 3 combos. This is just very, very boring to play and to watch. It's fun at the beginning. Mortal Kombat 1 was always like Mortal Kombat in general. It's the gore, the violence, but that gets old very fast. As well with Mortal Kombat 1, I think digressing a little bit now, but I think the fatalities in Mortal Kombat 11, they were so much more creative and better than the one in Mortal Kombat 1, but well, that's a different story. Killer Instinct, much better combo breaker system, and at the same time, they add another breaker to that. You can do a counter breaker. What does that mean? A counter breaker means you do a combo as the attacking person, and when you think that the opponent is doing a combo breaker, you can pause your combo and basically trap them. Yeah, that means if you're doing a 5-hit combo, let's say you do a 5-hit combo, and you know that your opponent's going to do a combo breaker on the 3rd hit, you just pause your combo, you stop your combo. That way you do a counter breaker, you basically combo break his combo breaker. Yeah, and this gives you as the attacking player another opportunity to do a free new combo. If you mess it up though, your combo is done. In Killer Instinct you have constant mind games with the combo breaking system. What combo breaking system do you have in Mortal Kombat 1? You just press a button. That's it. And you cannot do it all the time. You have to wait for the meter. That's it. Now let's talk about combos in a game like Dragon Ball FighterZ, for example. Dragon Ball FighterZ also has super long combos. People are like, yeah, Mortal Kombat, you're watching a cutscene. Yeah, watch Dragon Ball FighterZ combos. It's insane. But Dragon Ball FighterZ, you play with 3 characters, so you have a much bigger health bar. And once you get hit with a combo in Dragon Ball FighterZ and the combo is done and your character is not dead, you can swap out the character to regenerate the health while he's off, while he's not playing, while he's not in the game. There's another level of strategic and engaging gameplay in Dragon Ball FighterZ on different levels. They have the mechanic to heal characters with swapping different characters in. Now, what can the attacking player do about that? You can grab someone in Dragon Ball FighterZ and force a swap. If you're a good Dragon Ball FighterZ player, you don't let the opponent regenerate the health. So this adds another level of dynamic gameplay. Then look at Street Fighter 6. Now with the drive system, you have the option to extend your combos. You can parry. You can gain resources back. You get meter back by parrying correctly. You can use that meter then to use drive rushes and also, of course, drive impacts. And if the opponent is good enough, he sees you doing a drive impact, he can drive impact you back. Yeah, all these games, they have so many ways of player expression and ways to deal with specific situations. You can watch 10 King players in Tekken and you probably see 10 different playstyles. When you see a Raiden player in Mortal Kombat 1, they all feel and look the same because the gameplay offers nothing more than just spamming. I don't like the word spam. I don't think there is spam in like real spam in a fighting game because it's up to you to deal with that. But let's just say, for the sake of understanding, the Mortal Kombat gameplay is just some character starts spamming strings, the other character is blocking, and then the other character starts pressing strings, and the other character is blocking, and whoever hits their first string will then turn this into the combo of choice. Here and there you have one breaker in between, and that's it. Yeah, that's all the gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1. This is where I think NetherRealm missed the opportunity to do something better here. I wouldn't say Mortal Kombat is a bad game. It's still fun, especially for casuals. I think it's probably a great fighting game, but the game doesn't have much to offer after story mode. And Invasions, don't even let me get started. We all know Invasion sucks. This is my issue with Mortal Kombat, and this is why I think Tekken, Street Fighter, Guilty Gear as well. Yeah, Guilty Gear Strive has the Roman cancel system. They all offer something to the players to make strategic mind gaming decisions and turn things around in battle. I hope I was able to make my point, that I was able to make it understandable, like that everyone could understand what I'm saying here. And if you have a different take, please let me know in the comments. I always appreciate that. I always read all the comments, and I usually always reply to the comments if there is something I can reply to. Tell me what you think. What do you think about Homelander? I don't even have the issue with Homelander being not voiced by Anthony Starr, right? As long as the game is good, I don't care. yeah, it would be nice. It would have been great. It would have been better, of course, but it's not the deal breaker for me to say I will never buy the game just because there was a voice actor missing. Yeah, it would have been better, but it's not my deal breaker. What my deal breaker is the gameplay is kind of boring. It gets old very fast. So yeah, if you have different opinions, please let me know. Now I'm going to finish my coffee, and I wish you guys a great rest of the day.